Hi students, hope you are all doing well. So in the last lecture of TelePrime, we understood how to download the TelePrime software, and in today's lecture, we will understand how to work in the educational mode of TelePrime. So let us start. So here is the TelePrime software, and as we know, for our examination purpose or for educational purpose, we will work in the educational mode. So you can either click on continue in educational mode, or even the shortcut key T is written, so you can also press T, right, to work in educational mode. Now let us first understand what is TelePrime. You can see that one company is open on my TelePrime, that is Ankita Limited. I will let you know how to shut that company. Okay. So here this is called as top menu, and here on the right side it is called as side menu. Okay. Now for the educational purpose, which topics are useful to us? So the most useful here from the top menu is right now, that is Alt plus K. The most useful is Alt plus K, that is company. If you always in TelePrime, remember that if it is single underline, as you can see on the screen, there is a single underline under K, which means you need to press Alt plus K. And if it is double underline under any letter, it means that you have to press Control. So if single underline, press Alter. If double underline, press Control. So as it is single underline, I will press Alt plus K. So here I can create a company, I can alter a company. If I have created a company and I want to change the name of the company or any detail of the company, then I can go to Alt plus K and I can alter the details of the company. Then if I want to switch over from one company to another company, then I can go to Alt plus K and then I can click change. Select. If you want to select a particular company from the various companies, then again you can go to Alt plus K and you can press select. If you want to shut the company, then you can go to Alt plus K and you can shut the company. For example, Ankita Limited is open to us and we need to shut that company. So I went to Alt plus K, then I will press shut. Then the option here is that do you want to shut the Ankita Limited company? Then I will double click on Ankita Limited and the company will be shut. So you can see that in my TelePrime, there are various companies created. I can select from it. I can switch over from another company to another company. I can alter any company. Okay. But now let us first understand how to create a company. So you can just go here as soon as you enter into your TelePrime in the educational mode, this screen will appear to you and you can go to create company. You can just click on create company or you can double click on create company. Okay. First of all, we will write the company name. So I am writing Introduction Limited because this is the very first lecture where we are just understanding how to prepare the ledgers and vouchers. So I am giving the name of the company as Introduction Limited. Then mailing name will remain the same. Then you can write the address of the company limited. So I am writing D456, right? Anmol Colony, West Delhi, right? So you can write down any address. Okay. Then state, if you want to write down, you can write down Delhi, country India. Pin code, if you want to write down, you can write down the pin code. Mobile number, if you want to write down the mobile number, you can write down the mobile number. Email ID, so I can create the email ID for the company, introduction@gmail.com, right? So sometimes in the examination these details are given to us and we need to mention each and every detail: company name, mailing name, address, state, country, pin code, mobile number, email ID, website. So you can mention them. Always remember that by default, the financial year will begin from 1st April 2022 because it takes the current year. Okay, and you cannot do any adjustment before the date of 1st April 2022. You have to do the adjustments after the 1st April 2022. Now symbol is rupees and formal name is Indian rupees. If you want to accept the company, you can press Y for yes and N for no, and you can also press enter, right? Then here the settings arrives, that what settings you want. So I want to maintain accounts, yes. Do you want to maintain bill wise details? I will say no, I don't want to maintain any bill wise details, because in the sums generally all these details are not given. Okay, then it is ask GST. Right now we are avoiding GST, so I will write no, right? So this should be the settings. Even the settings can be done later on by pressing F12, or you can do the settings after creating the company as well. Okay, then we will accept. Again, you can press Y for yes, N for no, or you can press enter. So you can see a company is created known as Introduction Limited. Now, anytime in Tele Prime educational mode, we create a company. After that, to do the sum, we need to prepare the ledgers and then we need to prepare the vouchers. Only then the sum can be completed, right? So, to create a ledger, there are multiple ways. Either you can create a single ledger or you can create multiple ledgers. I will show you both the way. So this is our main page, right? The company name is written here, Introduction Limited. And this is our main page called as Gateway of Tele. Okay. So in Masters, we will go to create. You can press either the shortcut key C. आप देख सकते हैं that the first letter C is written in blue. That is the shortcut key. In alter, A is written in blue. So that is the shortcut key for alter. In chart of accounts, H is written in blue. So that is the shortcut key. Okay. So I can either press C or I can click create. So I will go to create. I will go to ledger and I will press enter. So I can create any single ledger in this manner. For example, I am creating the ledger named as capital account, and always whenever we create a ledger, we need to mention the group which it belongs to. So capital belongs to capital account, because in the balance sheet you very well know that we always write the names under the headings, under the group name. So same group name should be mentioned here. Right now you can press only enter, 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 and then if any opening balance of capital account is given, we can enter here, and if it is not, we can just press accept, yes, Y, or press enter. So I have created a ledger, a single ledger. Then I will go to escape key. Whenever you want to go back in Tele Prime, you can press ESC escape and you can go back. So this is how can we create a single ledger. Now, for example, if you have made certain mistake in capital account ledger, if you want to correct your ledger, if you want to enter the opening balance in your ledger, you can go to alter. Okay, and after alter, go to ledger, enter. So here you can see the capital account which we created is visible to us. Okay, you can press enter and you can make any changes you want. Okay, you can change any changes you want. Okay, here you can also notice that two more ledgers are appearing, that is cash ledger and profit and loss ledger. Now these two ledgers are inbuilt in Tele Prime, so you don't need to create these two ledgers, that is cash and profit and loss account. These two ledgers are always inbuilt in the Tele Prime. Okay. Now, what about if I am given the final account sums and if I am given the opening balance sheet and I have been given so many ledgers. So how can I do it easily? How can I create the multiple ledgers? So for that, you can go to chart of accounts. You can go to ledgers, press enter, and here it is given multi masters. Either you can press alt plus H because single underline is given. So either you can press alt plus H or you can go to multi masters and then go to multi create, right? And now here you can create various ledgers. For example, I want to create reserves. So I can go to the group reserves and surplus. I can write the opening balance. Then, for example, I want to create loan from promoters. So I can create the simultaneously ledger loan from promoters, and the group it will come that is unsecured loans, right? And if opening balance is given to you in the question, you can also write the opening balance. So in this manner, we can create the multiple ledgers, 20 ledgers, 25 ledgers. You can create together and it will become easy to do the sum. Okay. Now I am accepting it. Okay. So the ledgers are being created. So you have already learned how to create a single ledger by going to create, how to make alteration in the already created ledger. So you can go to alter, and how to create a multiple ledger. You can go to chart of accounts. Now, next thing which we need to learn that is how to create a stock. For example, in the question, you are given that the company deals in the two types of groups, two types of stock group, that is shirts and trousers. And you are given in the question that there are two types of shirts and there are two types of trousers, and we measure them in pieces, right? So we need to enter all these stock details into our Tally Prime. Now, how to do that? So you to create a stock ledger, you can go to create. You are on Gateway of Tally, the main page. You can go to create. You can go to here inventory masters. So three details is given to generally three details are given to me in the question. Number one, which group the company deals. Number two, which item the company deals, and what is the unit of measurement. So we need to enter this three detail. Okay. So from the question which we will see what details are given to us. For example, the company is dealing in two types of stock group, shirts and trouser. So I will go to stock group, I will press enter, and I will enter the company is dealing into shirts. Under primary, should the quantities be added? Yes. Enter, enter. The second group which the company is dealing, that is trousers. And the primary group, and should the quantities be added? Right? So I will press escape and I will see that the two groups are created, shirts and trousers. Now, the company measures this shirts and trousers into pieces. So you can go to unit. First thing you enter that is stock group. Then you can go to unit. So you can see that this shirts and trousers are measured in pieces and the formal name is pieces. Do you want to keep any decimal places? No. For my convenient, I don't want decimal places. So you have entered stock group, you have entered unit, and now you can go to stock item. For example, company is maintaining two types of shirts, that is cotton shirts under the group shirts, under the units pieces, and let us take the random quantity. And for example, company is having 100 pieces, rate is 200 per shirt, and value is 20,000. Except yes, right? And the company is dealing in woolen shirts, for example, two types of shirts. So we are entering this in stock items. Shirts, pieces, quantity for example is 200, rate for example is 300, and value is 60,000. For example, company is dealing into two trousers, that is cotton trousers. So I will say this will come under the category of trousers, pieces, 200 quantity, 500 is the rate per trouser, value is this. And another one is woolen trousers. So company is dealing in two types of stock items in shirts and two types of stock items in trousers. Okay. So pieces, and for example, quantity is 300 and rate is 600 and value is 1,80,000. Right. So I have created stock group, shirts and trousers. I have created unit, that is pieces, and I have created stock item. Now I want to check whether I have done everything properly. So I pressed escape. I came to gateway of Tally. I pressed alter and I went to stock group. So you can see I have created two group, shirts and trousers. Even if you want to make any changes or alter anything, you can do that. And stock item, so you can see there are four types of stock items. And unit, you can see pieces. And if you want to see the stock summary in detail, you can go to reports, you can press stock summary, and you can clearly see the summary. If you want to see the item wise summary, you can go to right, you can click F5, or you can click here stock item wise, and you can see all the details that you have entered, right? So in this manner, you have created the ledgers, the multiple ledgers, and the stock ledger. Now, let us talk about vouchers. I will definitely make you do the practical sum, the full-fledged sum in the next video. But for now, I am only introducing you how to create the ledger and how to create the voucher. So, we will go to vouchers. First of all, when you come to voucher, it is very important to check the settings. So, you can press F12 and you can check the settings. Credit or debit first should be yes. Supplier details should be no. Negative balance should be yes, and other details should be no. So you can also take the screenshot of this screen, but it should always be like this. So it becomes easy to do the sum. And always press Ctrl plus H or go to change mode on the right side, and always make sure that it is a double entry mode, because we do all the vouchers in the double entry mode. Now let us understand, there are six type of vouchers: contra, payment, receipt, journal, sales, purchase. Now let us understand in which transaction we need to use which voucher. So I have prepared a table for you all so that it becomes convenient for you to remember the vouchers. You can also take the screenshot of the table, right? So the first voucher is F4 is the shortcut key, and the voucher name is contra. When to use the contra voucher? Whenever in the debit, cash or bank is given, and in the credit, cash and bank is given, or cash or bank is given, you always need to use the contra voucher. For example, you are depositing the cash or you are withdrawing the cash, right? So in that case, you always use the contra voucher. Then in the F5 voucher, whenever you make any payment, always the credit side will be either cash or bank. For example, you purchase the furniture, so it will be furniture to cash. For example, if you make a cash purchase, so it will be purchase to cash. So in any case, if in the credit side it is cash or bank, you need to always use the payment voucher. Then in F6, receipt voucher, whenever in the debit side, it is cash or bank. For example, furniture sold, cash to furniture. For example, cash sales, so cash to sales. So in that case, always you need to use the receipt voucher. Then F8 is the shortcut key for the sales voucher. Now, whenever there is a credit sales, always use a sales voucher. Whenever credit sales, always go to sales voucher. For cash sales, you need to go to the receipt voucher. But for the credit sales, you need to go to the sales voucher. Then F9, purchase. For the credit purchase, you always need to go to the purchase voucher. For the cash purchase, you can go to the payment voucher, but always for the credit purchase, you need to go to the F9 purchase voucher. Now there are few journal entries in which there will be neither debit side cash, neither credit side cash, neither credit sales, neither credit purchase. For example, depreciation on furniture. So it will be depreciation to furniture, right? So in that case, when all these five vouchers are not applicable, then in that case you need to go to the next voucher, that is F7, journal voucher. For example, depreciation on furniture, discount received, discount allowed, profit on sale of investments. In all these cases, there is neither cash on the debit side, nor on the credit side, nor it is credit sales, nor it is credit purchase. And hence, you need to go to the journal voucher, that is F7, right? Coming back to the teleprime, I hope it will give a clear view now how to make the voucher, right? And in the sales and purchase voucher, whenever the quantity, rate, amount, and item details are given to us, make sure that you go to the change mode and you go to item invoice, because in that case we will have the party name and we will always have the quantity, rate, amount, and we can enter the sales details or purchase details, that which quantity, which item, which rate, which amount it has been purchased, right? So once you create your ledgers, once you create your vouchers, then you can go to your balance sheet and you can see that the balance sheet will tally, right? And even if you want to check your vouchers, that whether all the vouchers are correct, you can go to the day book and you can check all the vouchers. Right now I have made no vouchers, so no vouchers are here, but going to the day book we can definitely check the all the vouchers we have created, right? So in today's lecture we learned how to create a single ledger by going to create, how to alter a ledger by going into alter, how to create multiple ledger by going to chart of accounts and multi create. Okay, we also learned how to create a stock detail items. So we need to go to stock group, then we go need to go to unit, and then we need to go to stock item. We also learned about various vouchers. There are 6 types of vouchers which we need to use, and we have learned about all the vouchers here on the screen. You can even take the screenshot of the screen. Okay, so I hope this video will be definitely helpful to you. It will help you how to create the ledger and the voucher, and then in the next sum we will do a full-fledged final account sum, and you will be more clear about how to do a final account sum in Tele Prime. Thank you, everyone.